So the PPA just created NFL Red Zone, but for pickleball. And spoiler alert, it's awesome. I'm Nico the Lefty, former tech bro, left his job to pursue a passion in pickleball, become a content creator, coach, 5-0 pickleball player, and now broadcaster. This is going to be the first of many videos to come. Make sure you like and subscribe. I know everything there is to know about pickleball, so you don't have to. So let's get into it. First off, if you've been living under a rock for like the last 10 years, let me explain to you what NFL Red Zone is. All right. So in an NFL week, there's usually like 10 games happening all at once. And it's really hard to keep track of what the most important action is, and flipping through channels is really difficult. So they created one channel that always shows the most important action. So every team that's about to score. And they won't just show one game. If there are multiple teams about to score all at once, they'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 games on at a time, so you never miss any action. What you don't see on the NFL Red Zone are commercial breaks, timeouts, punts, unimportant moments in the action. All it is pure adrenaline 24/7. Fast forward a couple years later, we have pickleball all over your screens, and now we have Firefight Zone. So how did it come about? All right, so a couple weeks ago, I don't want to take full credit for this because I know this was in the works before I mentioned anything, but I was watching a PPA event, I believe the Masters, and I was watching some of the outside courts. All right. So what's really cool when you're watching professional pickleball is that there is a camera on every single court. So you can watch all these pro matches, and honestly, you can actually watch all of your friends compete as well. So check that out. It's streamed on YouTube, right? I'm watching really intense matches with no commentary. And it's kind of a bummer. So if, and believe it or not, if you complain about the announcers on pickleball, I get it. You may not like exactly what they do, but whether they are boring or too excited or say the same thing over and over again or talk during points, I promise you, it is much better than silence. Full stop. So I wanted more commentating. So I made a tweet, and my tweet, you can find it here, says, idea, have a way to crowdsource commentators for PPA streamed courts. Like maybe give Ash Ass Pickleball, Chris Callie, Sorry Not Sorry, or Jake Elvar the mic, court 20, and let them cook. If they suck, no harm, no foul. If they're great, you move them up to a more marquee court. A good way to get commentating on more courts and identify future talent. So we got that over there, right? And then a couple days later, it gains a lot of traction, right? I get this DM from the president of the UPA, so like the head of professional pickleball, Jason Aspis. And he says, dude, like your idea, we're going to run with it. We found a company that's going to do this. We're going to test it out next week. Do you want to commentate? I was like, uh, want to say no, but I'm going to say yes. All right. And that's one key thing is just always say yes. All right. So anyway, and that's what's really nice about the PPA and MLP is they're willing to test. All right. So was this going to be perfect week one? No. Did they kind of throw this together real quick? Yeah, but I'm glad they did. We tested out. All right. Like I said, I can't take full credit for this. Maybe this is what got them over the hump, but I know from Jimmy Miller and other people, kind of the red zone has always been a talking point, something that they wanted to do. So anyway, we fast forward to Mesa PPA, and not a peep goes by from Jason or anybody else. And I'm just like, okay, I guess we're not doing Firefight Zone. Then I see an announcement for Firefight Zone that said, we got Chris Callie and Jimmy Miller on the mic for Firefight Zone. I'm like, well, okay, well, damn. I guess, I'm like third string quarterback here. All right. So I got some ideas, but maybe I'm not the guy that needs to be behind the mic. So I'm excited. I check it out. It's fantastic. Love watching it. Love seeing all the courts. And now I don't have to have 50 tabs open on my computer browser or on my phone to watch pickleball. So there's a week off. Next week comes. PPA Newport, they decided we're going to do it again. So awesome. I love the fact that they're doing it. And then they reach out to me again and say, hey, this time we actually want you to commentate. We have a new set of people. We have Chris Callie back on, you, Zane Navratil, John Q, quite a group of people to commentate on the courts. Would you like to do it? Sure. It's going to be 4 hours and you're going to be all by yourself. Well, shit. Okay. But I think I can do it. All right. So what's really awesome about Firefight Zone is that anybody can commentate that they want from their house. So believe it or not, I was spending 4 hours on a Tuesday morning from 8:30 to 12:30 commentating on singles right here in this chair on a kitchen table from an Airbnb. So that provides a ton of access. So you don't just have to hear Dave Fleming or Michelle McMahon or Adam Stone, which, by the way, they're fantastic. And if they could do it, I would gladly step out of the way and let them. But you could hear me, or you could hear Zane or Jimmy Miller or whoever. All right. So anyway, I'll tell you, it is quite a trip trying to wrangle information about like 30, 40 people all at once, fringe pros that you never heard of. All right. But they have a great system where now, if you want to watch Firefight Zone for pickleball, which, by the way, the name, I think it might be a low key terrible, but we'll see if they change it or if we just get used to it. But you can watch one, two, three screens all at once. They did this with a company that has done this multiple times for college tennis. They do a fantastic job. They just switch screens back and forth. So you never miss the game point, you never miss a match point, and you get some key moments of high profile matches all at once, right? Fantastic. Now, some downsides here is that I think, unlike the NFL, a lot of people watch pickleball from their phones. So when you have three screens, three matches all on one screen on your phone, it's relatively hard to see uh, those smaller screens. And it's almost impossible to see the ball because the ball is a speck on that small screen. So it's definitely best used to watch either on a computer or on your TV. You can cast whatever on mobile. You get what you get. All right. So we can't please everybody, but that's the same thing for NFL Red Zone. So I think the plan is to test it out, make it a permanent thing, figure out how they finalize all the ins and outs. So if you're interested in watching Red Zone, if you did not know this existed and you wanted to get into pro pickleball and you didn't know where to start, go to the Firefight Zone. You can listen to me, listen to some other people. We chat about pickleball. You watch a ton of different high stakes matches all at once. You can get your pickleball fix in and then move on to the next thing. All right. Um, so super excited that I had the opportunity to do this. Um, Super excited that Pickleball TV, the PPA decided they wanted to test it out. But let me know your thoughts. Do you like the idea of Pickleball Red Zone, or do we just scrap it? Would you rather listen to basically nothing all at once? Would you rather switch the tabs? Do you have a special system that you use to make sure that you can watch anything from center court to court SC2 to court 15 all at once? We're moving in the right direction, and that is the most important thing for pickleball. Like I said again, I'm Nico the Lefty. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow along because I know everything about pickleball, so you don't have to. Stay tuned for more pro pickleball, paddle reviews, the musings in my head. We're going for a wild journey.